Hey, what's up? This is Electrictype, and I'm back with another OU match. This one again is against Merman. I lead off with one of my new Pokemons. This is Amber, and he leads with a Vaporeon, Gatsby. And I've never seen a lead Vaporeon before, so I'm not sure what this thing's gonna do. And my guess is it's gonna attack me, so I just go for my Stealth Rocks because I know I can live anything with my Focus Sash. And then he surfs me, and I just go for an Earthquake to get some damage because there's nobody I really wanted to switch to right now. And he knocks out Amber, but she did a pretty good job as her first time as a lead. Then I bring out the Joker, and I want to set up a screen. I'm expecting him to just stand and surf, so I want to set up my light screen, but instead he switches out to Romeo, and Romeo's gonna hit me, and I sort of wish I'd set up a Reflect. That would have been awesome, but he hits me with a Dynamic Punch, confuses me, and I get my Reflect off. And that's pretty much all the Joker wants to do, so I tell him to go ahead and explode, but Romeo outspeeds me, sets up a sub, and the Joker explodes for nothing. So that was kind of a fail. I'm off to sort of a bad start, but now I have my screens up, and I decide to go into my Royal Flush and try to set up. Behind my Reflect, I'm thinking that a Dynamic Punch probably won't break my sub, but instead he gets a critical hit on my sub, and now I'm trying to decide if it will break it again if he doesn't get a critical hit. So I go for another sub, and he goes for another Dynamic Punch, and he gets another critical hit. So now I can't decide if I should sub again, and I decide that I'm just gonna attack. So Royal Flush is mad because both of his subs are broken, so he's in an outrage, and he attacks Romeo. Then Romeo goes for a Dynamic Punch, and look at this. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't have broke my sub. Now I'm confused. Romeo's mad and confused, and I decide I can't switch out. I hit him through my confusion, and that takes Romeo out with a critical hit. That makes up for him breaking my subs. Now he switches in his Mermaid and intimidates Royal Flush, so I don't want to go for any more outrages. Plus I'm confused, so I switch into my Jack, and because I figure that there's not much a Mermaid can do to my Jack. He goes for Stone Edge, and that does nothing. I'll heal that off with leftovers, and he switches out, and I still went for the Thunderbolt. Brings in his Blissey, and it does, I expected it to not do very much on a Blissey. I mean, they're special walls, but I get lucky and paralyze it, and I decide to take this opportunity, switch out Jack, and bring in another one of my new pokes, Grazy. And I decided that after this battle, I decided Grazy is pretty awesome, and he's gonna be sticking around on my team. So I go for an Earthquake, and I really thought that Merman would have. Sorry about that. I really thought he would have switched out, but I figured as long as it wasn't something flying, I could have done damage. He should have switched into his Bronzong. That would have been great on his part. And I switch back into Jack because he's my steel Pokemon killer. And he just sets up the Trick Room, so now I'm slower, and then he just explodes on Jack. But Jack is pretty defensive, so he just survives that with 98 HP, and I actually predicted him to, I don't know, go for some kind of earth power move or something, so I went for my magnet rods, but that misses. Then he brings in this Kraken, and I have no idea what this thing's gonna do. I've never seen anybody use this before, and I just never expected it, and it freaking has a fire move. He takes out my Jack, then he has a freaking energy ball, but I survived. I thought maybe he would miss or try to switch out, because all he'd have was water moves, water and a fire, and I went for a sub, but he hits me with that energy ball, and I of course die. His trick room ends there, so I take this opportunity to bring Grazy back out and go for a thunderbolt on this Kraken. And it doesn't quite kill it, and I'm really scared of a surf, but I guess, I don't know, I get another paralyze. I suppose that's why I chose Thunderbolt anyways, but it's pretty unlucky on his part. I'm kind of sorry about that. But I guess hacks is part of the game. He brings out this Gatsby again, and I'm pretty sure, I know I can't kill it with a Thunderbolt, but I want to try, and pretty sure I'm done with Grazy anyways, so I wanted to get that damage off on this, because my last Pokemon will come out, and it's Gambit, and I'm pretty sure that Gambit can finish off this Vaporeon with an Outrage, and then kill his last poke, which was his Mermaid, and he goes for the Protect, which, I don't know, I guess just to get some leftovers. And that Protect misses. I hit him with my Outrage, and he brings out his Mermaid. And I'm just hoping that even after the Intimidate, an Outrage should be able to do that. You know, he only has half health. So Outrage takes out the Mermaid, and that's great game. And I don't think he hasn't told me if he has a YouTube channel yet, so if he does, I'll post that below, and you should check it out, because he was a pretty good battler and he used some interesting stuff. So thanks for watching.